Hey you guys, so Simone was doing an interview with Nick Cannon, and he had ended up asking her what type of guy would she like to date? What's her ideal guy? So Simone was like she would rather date an entrepreneur over a 9 to 5 worker. Check this out.
5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like he can't
like
clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I
B
think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you're making this
you,
hard for me. Okay, all right.
You
all
know,
right.
he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business owner. He getting one of them stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Yeah.
Now, though, I'm not the type of person to be like, I'd rather have an entrepreneur than a 9 to 5 worker. I've never been that type of person that cared so much about what a person does for a living. You get what I'm saying? But what my job is on my platform is to understand both sides, right? So even though like I disagree, I'm different from B Simone. I can't necessarily be like, oh, B Simone, you need to lower your standards. You're thinking too highly of yourself. Because there's women out here that's literally dating men with 5 kids already that, ain't really got much going on for themselves and stuff. So, hey, at least, she's shooting for a CEO, I guess. But I know there's lots of 9 to 5 workers that make more than entrepreneurs, about the same as entrepreneurs. There's people that do 9 to 5 work and moonlight, like have their business on the side, or they invest in like stocks and stuff like that. Just because a person works 9 to 5 doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have that, hustler mentality. Now she said, I don't want him like wondering why am I working up to 3 o'clock in the morning. And at that point, I realized that she really didn't know how to exactly explain herself. At that point, she just, how like you try to explain yourself and then like you realize like you don't really know how to describe what it is that you mean. So you just start saying stuff that don't even make sense. I feel like that's what she kind of did there. But there's plenty of 9 to 5 people that hustle, that get money. So you can't necessarily like sleep on a man that work 9 to 5. Now, if you talking about somebody without a hustler mentality, somebody that just works a 9 to 5, that just works a 9 to 5, my thing is this: not a lot of people understand an entrepreneur mentality. Some people, like, you'll have people that work 9 to 5 that believe in you and things like that. But when you are an entrepreneur, not a lot of people understand your mentality. You get what I'm saying? Not a lot of people understand why it is that you have to get your money this way. Why are you too good to get your money the old trusty dusty way? Or, it's just hard being an entrepreneur when no one sees your vision. And I feel like where she was coming from is entrepreneur, even if they can't see your vision, by them having a vision as well, and they're trying to like live their dream life, you trying to live your dream life, like you don't necessarily have to worry about constantly having to explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? And why it is that you want to do this for a living. You don't have to worry about certain things. Like, it makes me think of Nicki Minaj. When Nicki Minaj first got started, right? I think she said that I know she was dating Safari at the time. And I know, like, she said she was in Atlanta doing a show, and she only had like $1,000 in her account. Look at me, I said I only had 1,000. She said she only had $1,000 in her account, and she was like, Safari's and his mom used to call her lazy. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, she had an entrepreneur mentality. Like, she didn't just want to go work a 9 to 5. She had a dream, and she was shooting for the dream. But, you know, people didn't believe in her. Like, Safari's mom was saying, like, she's lazy, this, that, and the third. And now look, Nicki Minaj is a multimillionaire, and Safari is living the good life based off of Nicki Minaj's success. I mean, let's just keep it 100. But initially, you know, he didn't all the way believe in her, and neither did his mom. She said that on a radio station or a radio show. So with that being said, I kind of understand what bsimone is saying, because if a person doesn't have a dream of their own and they're not shooting towards it, they can kind of like put your dream down and make you feel crazy for even dreaming that, or for going for it, or whatever the case may be. But should you put all 9 to 5 workers in the same box and just be like, no, he has to be an entrepreneur, he has to be a CEO of his own business? You know what I'm saying? No, you shouldn't put all 9 to 5 workers in a box. I know plenty of them that hustle hard, that got stocks, that, you know, invest, that, I mean, do it. I mean, get money, a lot more money than a lot of entrepreneurs, you know? So you can't sleep on 9 to 5 workers, but I do see where she is coming from. And I noticed a lot of men got really upset with her. I mean, really, really upset, to the point I was like, whoa, is it really that serious? So sis Kendall said, this Michael Jackson looking chick said she wouldn't mess with a guy that work a 9 to 5. Talking about he gotta be an entrepreneur like her. Girl, what do you do besides being a co-worker on Wild 'N Out? You're not funny. You're annoying as hell. Your career still hasn't taken off. You are a nobody. Be humble, because you probably was working a 9 to 5 before you became employed on Wild 'N Out. So chill out, because you ain't even that popular. You and y'all read the rest, y'all. So, though, you know, I feel where he coming from when he says, you know, you probably worked the 9 to 5 before you had your come up. You get what I'm saying? And I feel the same way a little bit, because you can't forget you can't forget where you came from. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we should not be getting this mad because of who this girl preferred to date. Now, I love the fellas, I do, but I gotta call it like it is. Men sing from the rooftop all day, every day, about the type of woman they want, whether if she has a big butt, big boobs, you know, a Coca-Cola bottle shape, no matter if, you know, he's talking about her skin tone, the way her hair is. I mean, they got a whole song called You Disqualified. I mean, and dudes be jamming. So it's okay for guys to sit there and be like, I ain't messing with this type of girl, da-da-da-da-da. But as soon as a girl have high standards, you know, have her high standards, and she says, hey, well, no, this is the type of guy that I dream about dating. I don't prefer to date this type of guy. Then all of a sudden she's all kinds of bees and all this other stuff. All of a sudden she's annoying and she's not funny. Like, maybe he never thought she was funny. I don't really listen to bsimone like that to know if she's funny or not. But what I will say is, a lot of hit dogs hollered. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people got offended by this girl's comments, and I can understand why, you know. But at the end of the day, when men in the industry is saying, oh, I want this type of female, I want that type of female, and women get upset, and offended, don't y'all dare say it's just a preference. Don't y'all say it, okay? Don't even go there. But anyways, y'all, that's enough for my video pertaining to Simone and her high standards, honey. I'll talk to you later. If you like this video, please like, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe. Peace.